Hi everyone. In this video we're going to learn how to reject outliers using the Grubbs test. And again, that is related to one of our course goals, goal number 3, about using statistics to, in fact, reject suspicious data points from a data set. In older textbooks, the Q test was used to reject suspicious points, but nowadays the Grubbs test is recommended. So don't be surprised if you see a statistical test called the Q test. But in a Grubbs test, what we do is we calculate the value of G by taking the difference between the suspicious point and the mean, and that'll be, you'll take the absolute value of that difference and then divide by the standard deviation of your data set. And if your G-calc is greater than G-table, you can reject the data point. And this is where you get your G-table values. Notice that they are provided at only 95% confidence. And notice that it's organized not according to the degrees of freedom, but just according to n. So maybe that will make things a little bit easier for us. So why don't we try to do this example? You can see we have a data set here of phosphate concentrations, and they want to know, can a point be rejected? So what point should we reject? And the answer is the suspicious point is going to be the point that's furthest from the mean. So in this data set, I went ahead and I calculated the mean, and I got, I guess I would call it, I'm just going to give 2 decimal places to everything. I got a mean of 2.15, maybe with an insignificant 9, and a standard deviation of 0.29 with an insignificant 6. And n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. N is going to be 7 here. So which point would be furthest from the mean? It's actually going to be this one. So let's see if we can use this formula to see if this point, 2.8, can be rejected. So G-calc will be that suspicious point, 2.8 minus the mean, and then we'll divide by the standard deviation. And for G-calc, I got 2.16, and since G-table is reported to 3 decimal places, I always report my G-calcs to 3 decimal places. And how does that compare to G-table? Well, remember, n is 7, so this is the value that we're looking at. G-table is 1.938. So yes, G-calc is greater than G-table, so we can reject 2.8. So what we would do then is we would reject this point and we would recalculate the mean without it. And once you do the Grubbs test on a data set, you can only do it once. So once we reject 2.8, we can't go ahead and see if we can reject 1.86. So that was a quick introduction to the Grubbs test. Hope you enjoyed the video. You'll use this a lot in lab, and thanks for listening.